Hey B&B fam, welcome back to the channel. Oh my gosh, if you are even a little bit hooked on the absolute chaos exploding at Forrester Creations right now, then pull up a chair because you are not alone. This week's episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful have been serving pure soap opera gold, the kind that keeps us refreshing our DVRs and refreshing the CBS app at 1:30 p.m. every single day. We are talking about manipulation on a level we haven't seen since the glory days of Sheila Carter, shocking kisses that come out of nowhere, brutal betrayals that leave your jaw on the floor, and potential hookups that could literally reshape the entire Forrester-Spencer family tree forever. The drama swirling around Ivy Forrester, her niece Electra, RJ Forrester, Will Spencer, and the wildcard newcomer Melissa, who everyone is calling Dylan, is reaching nuclear levels. Love triangles are turning into full-blown quadrangles, family secrets are bubbling just under the surface, and the classic B&B twists are coming faster than we can even process them. If you're new here, don't worry, I'm going to give you every single delicious detail, every emotional beat, every whispered threat, and every lingering glance so you feel like you're right there in the showroom with them. And if you're a longtime rider, buckle up, because we are diving deeper than ever before with the freshest spoilers as of late February 2026. Let's start with a quick but very necessary recap so everyone is on the same page, because this storyline has been building for weeks and the layers are thick. Ivy Forrester, played by the incredible Ashley Brewer, has completely transformed from the stylish, sophisticated fashion executive we all loved into a full-on puppet master. She is convinced, absolutely convinced, that her niece Electra deserves so much better than Will Spencer. Why? Because Ivy spied on Will and Dylan at the beach house and immediately jumped to the worst possible conclusions about what she saw. It was an innocent moment, or at least that's what the show is teasing us with right now, but Ivy's protective instincts went into overdrive. She has been sabotaging left and right. She stole Electra's heartfelt letter to Will, she planted Will's necklace in a place designed to stir up maximum doubt, and she has been gently but relentlessly pushing Electra toward RJ Forrester, Ridge and Brooke's son, who represents everything stable, everything legacy, everything right in Ivy's eyes. Electra, portrayed by the talented Linnea Grace, is this bright, hopeful young woman who just wants to follow her heart, but she is caught in the middle of a storm she never saw coming. Will Spencer, played by Crew Morrow, is the golden boy with the Spencer charm and the Forrester complications. He has been sending mixed signals for weeks, and Dylan, Sydney Bullock, the mysterious newcomer who some fans are already calling the next big troublemaker, has been the spark that lit the fuse. Their closeness started innocently enough, late-night talks, emotional support, but now it's threatening to explode into something way more. Now, let's get into the big turning point that happened around February 25. This episode is going to be talked about for months, fam. Ivy orchestrated the setup like a chess grandmaster. She made sure Electra was at her absolute lowest after giving Will that heartbreaking ultimatum about Dylan. Electra poured her heart out in the Forrester showroom, tears streaming down her face, telling RJ how devastated she felt. RJ, being the stand-up guy he is, listened, comforted her, and then criticized Will for blowing the best thing he ever had. The chemistry between Electra and RJ has been simmering in the background for weeks, but in that moment, it boiled over. They shared a passionate kiss, the kind that starts soft and then turns desperate, the kind that makes the camera zoom in on every trembling lip. Ivy had timed it perfectly. She made sure Will walked in at the exact second that kiss reached its peak. Will froze in the doorway. You could see the color drain from his face. His eyes went from shock to pure heartbreak to white-hot rage in the span of 3 seconds. Internally, he was screaming. How could she move on so fast after everything we've been through? Even though their relationship had been cracking under the weight of mixed signals and Dylan's constant presence, seeing it with his own eyes destroyed him. He didn't yell, he didn't cause a scene, he just turned around and stormed out, leaving Electra and RJ stunned in the aftermath. The camera lingered on Electra's face, guilt and confusion washing over her, while RJ looked equal parts protective and hopeful. It was soap perfection. By February 26th, the fallout is in full swing, and it is brutal. Will is back at the beach house, shirtless, because of course he is, pacing back and forth like a caged lion. His hair is messy, his eyes are red, and he's venting to the one person who has been there for him through all of this, Dylan. She had been packing her bags, ready to leave town after Ivy's not-so-subtle threats and ultimatums, but when Will showed up shattered, she dropped everything. Their bond has been building for weeks, late-night talks, emotional support, but now it turns intense. The spoilers are hinting that this raw comfort is about to escalate fast. Hugs that last a little too long, tears mixing together, and then, well, let's just say the makeout session that's coming is going to be the kind that fogs up the camera lens. Dylan might even say something cutting about Electra moving on so quickly, positioning herself as the one who truly understands Will. This rebound could get very physical, very fast, and it's going to leave viewers screaming at their screens. Meanwhile, Electra is not jumping straight into RJ's arms, even though the kiss happened. On February 26th, she pulls RJ aside and gives him a very clear lecture. That kiss was inappropriate, she says, voice shaking but firm. I'm still in the middle of this mess with Will. I can't just pretend none of it happened. RJ respects her boundary, at least on the surface, but he's not backing off completely. He goes straight to Ivy and complains about how Will devastated Electra, and Ivy, the master manipulator, pretends to be shocked while inside she is doing cartwheels. Her plan is working even better than she hoped. But Electra drops a bombshell on RJ too, some personal, big information that the show is keeping under wraps for now. It deepens their connection instantly and makes RJ even more protective. Is it a secret about her past, something about her mother, or something that ties her even closer to the Forrester-Spencer family? The speculation online is already out of control. Ivy is nowhere near done. She is crossing lines that even she hasn't crossed before to protect her scheme. Enter Daphne Rose, who has been suspicious for days. She caught Ivy handling purses in a weird way, stealing letters, planting evidence, and making shady phone calls. On February 26th and 27th, Daphne finally puts two and two together. She realizes the full extent of Ivy's manipulation, the letter theft, the planted necklace, the spying at the beach house. Ivy's dirty little secret is hanging by a thread. The spoilers are saying Ivy is about to go further than she ever has. Maybe threats, maybe more deceit, maybe even trying to turn the tables on Daphne in the most shocking way possible. Fans are buzzing in the comments already. Will Daphne strike back and expose everything? Or will Ivy find a way to silence her permanently? The tension is unbearable. And then there are the fan theories that are absolutely wild and honestly make so much sense. Ivy's over-the-top meddling feels less like an aunt and more like a mother desperately protecting her child, treating Electra like she's still a fragile teenager, hating how close she got to Will, pushing her toward RJ and the entire Forrester legacy with every breath. A lot of longtime viewers are speculating that Electra is secretly Ivy's biological daughter, not just her niece. Maybe it was a teen pregnancy that the family hid years ago. Maybe they passed her off as a niece to protect reputations. That would explain why Ivy is willing to burn down every relationship around her just to keep Electra tied permanently to the Forresters' lineage. If that bombshell drops, it would rewrite the entire family tree and create ripples that touch every character on the canvas. Imagine the confrontation scenes. Imagine Brooke's reaction. Imagine what it would do to Electra's sense of identity. The writers have been planting subtle clues for weeks if you watch closely. The way Ivy looks at Electra when she thinks no one is watching, the old photo albums that mysteriously disappeared, the coded conversations with other family members, it's all there. Let me paint this out even more because this storyline deserves every single second of screen time. Think about the emotional layers. Electra has always been the sweet, optimistic girl trying to find her place in this cutthroat fashion world. She fell hard for Will because he made her feel seen, made her feel like she wasn't just another Forrester accessory. Their beach dates, the way he would tuck her hair behind her ear, the stolen kisses in the showroom after hours, it was young love at its purest. But Ivy saw danger. She saw Will's Spencer blood, his connection to Bill, the chaos that always follows that name. So she inserted herself like a wrecking ball. Now let's talk about the chemistry between Will and Dylan because it is undeniable. Sydney Bullock is bringing something fresh and dangerous to the role. Dylan isn't just a rebound, she's the girl who has been listening to Will's fears at 2 a.m. while Electra was busy with work and family drama. Their scenes at the beach house are shot so intimately. Soft lighting, waves crashing in the background, Will's shirt off because he's been pacing for hours. When he